This is Tom Duty, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search for my site. Today is an ordinary day by all measures. You know, it's not raining, it's not warm, it's not cold. It is a Tuesday, and the traffic in the city was normal, and I tied my record of 10 deliveries in Postmates. In my listeners, with this series of videos, I am soliciting people to put me as their referrer if they consider working for Postmates. And if you put my name, if you're successful, I earn a bonus. I will repeat something I covered in beginner training. Beginner training was authentically done by me. I was authentically a beginner. I was a novice. I was sincerely confused about the things that I claimed to be confused about in my videos, and sometimes I did them in real time. I will repeat one of them today because I had the opportunity to. I had a Starbucks order, and I was sent, you know, like, I'm here, customer's here, and I'm sent here for Starbucks. Well, as I walked to her apartment, I passed a Starbucks that was closer to her than the one I went to. So after I delivered, before I closed out, because you get priority reply when you have an active order, so before I closed the delivery assignment, I called fleet support and verified that it would have been okay for me to go to the better located Starbucks. Now, why the computer can't figure out that if I'm here and the customer's here, there's a Starbucks here, why the app can't figure it out, it's not for me to worry about, but it didn't on this occasion. I would have been better off going to a different Starbucks. So today that scored like 3 long block to the plus. I was sent to a Dwayne Reed, and there are so many Dwayne Reeds in the city. I just had imagined that there was one closer. There was one much closer to me and only 1 block from the customer. So it was great. The customer was fussy and wanted some things, and I'm on the phone with him while I'm going through the shelf, and then I get the items and I'm 1 block from his apartment. So now here I am, a 50-plus-year-old middle-aged American man, and here I deliver this stuff 1 block away to a man who is about 25 or maybe 30 who's in good health and did not roll himself to the door in a wheelchair. So why is this middle-aged man schlepping something for a 20-something from Dwayne Reed a block away? That's not for me to worry about, but it is kind of weird. The other time this novice lesson came into play today was with, I'll mention this again when I cover the my earnings today. They have a free pizza deal, but Postmates is offering free pizza. So the order says free pizza. So you go to a restaurant, you know, a pizza per slice place, which are hundreds of them in New York, probably in every city in this country, and the restaurant name is not free pizza. As I learned today. So listeners, this is a novice lesson. Now I'm 120 deliveries. I'm no longer a novice, but this was a new experience to me. It could very easily hit a novice. It's happening with these confusing deals more frequently. So the deal is you are authorized to go to just get a slice of pizza. Cheese pizza in New York can be purchased a block away from anywhere where there's people, a high concentration of people, Midtown, Soho, you know, Chelsea, East Village, West Village. You can get a slice of pizza like a block away from any of those points. So the deal is you can go to any of them, and it's kind of cool. So again, listeners, that same rule. You don't have to go where you're assigned. In this case, I could go anywhere and get a piece of pizza. I'll share my screen, do the... Now, when I tell people about what I'm doing online and I refer them to my name tag, I say what you'll find is that I'm disclosing what nobody discloses. And when they do, they lie about it. Oh, I make $30 an hour. Well, you did once. Okay, I don't make $30 an hour. I make something way less than that. What I make exactly today will be part of this video in just a moment. Those tweets were from Jonathan Capehart. Jonathan Capehart's a media pro, Washington Post, D.C. Bright guy, effective editorialist. So, here we go. Here's my 11K tweets. So here we go. Here's my training. Listeners, if you're interested in this detail and the visual on the video is not clear, go to my Twitter account. That's at the arroba sign, the Spanish arroba, which in English we say at, near Lincoln, arroba, near Lincoln. And you can read the tweet directly, which I think will be clearer than this video. But there's McDonald's. There it is, free slice and soda, free slice and soda. I did 2 of them. I was at liberty, go to any place. Okay, Chick-fil-A, that's, I got $4, $6 for that. And the new Wonjo was my last delivery from yesterday. So here's today, again, McDonald's, free slice, sweet green. And I don't know why I'm not getting 10. There's 4. Here's Chick-fil-A, Juice Generation. Juice Generation was my first. And then I did sweet green, free slice, McDonald's, and I should have another one. Anyways, listeners, if you want to find all 10 of my deliveries, they're on Twitter. And I'm doing them as, I'm tweeting them as I do the deliveries. This is my last one. Now, why I didn't do a better view of the... This was delivered... Look at this, 295 Park Avenue South. Well, that's down here, 23rd Street. That's the customer, 56 and Park. I schlepped 2 tacos from Dos Toros Taqueria. I schlepped 2 tacos, 30 blocks. Unbelievable. Those tacos get bad as they leave the table. So why have someone schlep them 30 blocks? Juice Generation. The people in these businesses do not kiss our ass. They're generally not very nice to us, not especially nice to us. And today was an exception. The kind person at Juice Generation whipped up the smoothie for my customer, some peanut butter health concoction with a protein booster. And there, I can't even remember who did it. There I think it was a man. He put the juice container, which was about 20 ounces, or probably more than that, probably 24-ounce cup, and then on top of it a paper cup. That was the overflow from the mixer, and that was for the delivery guy. It was great. The stuff tastes like peanut butter. It wasn't that great, but the thought was really nice. This is some tweeting I did in the middle of the day. I was slack. I had the unfortunate event of not getting on the schedule for an hour. And it was also between lunch and dinner, so I was idle for about 30 minutes. So there's some tweets, just me doing recreational tweeting. I guess I did more than I remembered. And now here are some of the tweets that I did live. I went to Italy for the first time today. I got rotisserie chicken, and there's my delivery payout, $5.47. And I got rotisserie chicken. I was supposed to get Brussels sprouts. There were none. And the customer accepted to just skip the Brussels sprouts, no alternative. I did that by phone with the customer. And then potatoes. I got some potatoes. And this I love. Tom, I made a few adjustments. Instead of Tostito scoops, this is the guy. Now, this is not his number. This does not disclose anything about the client in name. That 415 area code is San Francisco. That belongs to Postmates. Hi, Tom. Made a few adjustments. Instead of Tostito scoops, please pick up a pack of microwavable popcorn. And instead of Fabric Fresh, please pick up Small Candle instead. So that tweet was sent to me, but I didn't get it. We ended up doing this by the phone. I was schlepping around Dwayne Reed. This is one block from his apartment, and he's telling me what to get. And he turned out to be not especially fussy, even though this would sound like a guy who was very fussy. I chose Pop Secret, and it was okay. He didn't want Orville Redenbacher. He let me choose, and he really didn't have a preference. Now, I've done this again. Don't buy gift cards. This is a warning when you go to some place like Dwayne Reed. There's a lot of things you can buy, and here's some of the things that Postmates prohibits. Alcohol or tobacco items. I had understood we were allowed to do alcohol and tobacco, but I guess not. And no gift cards. That comes up again and again. This is an email I got from Postmates, and this is my ratings. There's 2 tweets in here. There's 2 images there. Listeners, if you are interested in this email, go to the tweet. You will find the total information in 2 images. Here is, hey, I was tracking my Postmates order, and I noticed you haven't. All right, I'm going to click on this because I thought it was pretty funny. This is a hey, I was tracking my Postmates order, and I noticed you haven't moved since I ordered. Did the order go through or not? So in other words, this is a customer. I accepted her order. This was one of the free pizzas. I accepted her order, but then I was just slacking. I was sitting because of this, calling the fleet support to find out if I could truly go to any pizza slice place. So I did 2 free pizza slices in a row. This was the second one. So she writes, hey, I was tracking my Postmates order, and I noticed you haven't moved since I ordered. Did the order go through or not? Let me know. So this woman, and I'm ordering, I'm delivering 2 pieces of pizza that cost less than $5, paying for them on a credit card, which is a little bit of a hassle in itself in some of these places. Don't know what that is. And this is probably my first one. Yeah, the Order Max. This is, again, the free pizza thing. Don't let the customer convince you to buy more. That's what this note is. Novice people, if you understand what I'm telling you here and you decide to do this and you get one of these screens, I guarantee it, you will still be confused by it. It's a strange note. It is here. You can read it in advance. Ask me questions if you want. But you'll still be confused by it, I promise. Here's the free soda. This is Times Square. Free soda and Coke. I know people care about Coke and Pepsi. I went to a place that didn't have Coke. I delivered Pepsi. She was fine with it. And there's one of my delivery fees. And there, look at that one. Sweet Green. I got 94 minutes to do Sweet Green. And, oh, here's the second one of the day. This is Chick-fil-A, waffle fries. I guess someone that's liking something. Someone's liking my beginner Postmates training. This is from Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A, as they say in Brooklyn. And there all these greens, if you were to click on that, it would say what my payout was. And there's another Postmates. And then this, I think, is the first one of the day. Yeah, 11 hours ago would have put me something else. Oh, yeah, here's a typical one, right? Oh, this was the first one of the day. This is, I'm at Port Authority Bus Terminal. Go here to Juice Generation, and down here to a law firm, and deliver this health concoction to someone named Eric, I think, who's probably a young attorney. And this is the schedule. This was me attempting to get times. I had some trouble with the schedule today, as I mentioned. That the tweet with NYC NOLA, that was something last night. So this is my first tweet of the day. I tweeted the schedule. I was trying to get myself the hours, and I ended up getting every hour I needed except one. That's why I was a little slack, but I still tied my record of 10 deliveries. Now I will go to, I think I can just click here and delete the schedules. This is kind of awesome. My payouts is approaching $1,000. So they are $965, and I've done 122 deliveries. Listeners, today was very active. I took one debt marketing related phone call. It was a relatively intense phone call with a series of questions that really needed my attention. I sat on my bucket, I put in my earbuds, I put on my earmuffs, took some notes, and, you know, is there anything else I can do for you? Type question at the end of the call. It was the kind of phone call that I would expect from this person to get more of. I've gotten a series of phone calls from this person. My point is, listeners, you're not going to market debt and do Postmates. The likelihood of that is zero. However, the flexibility of this job is absolutely awesome. As a novice, it seems like you cannot put your attention anyplace else because it's just too frantic. And then you get right here 122 deliveries. I claim to not be a novice anymore after like 30. Now I'm over 100, and this job is just, you walk around, you do what the phone says, and then your attention is needed elsewhere. You can make these adaptations, give your time and attention to something else, and then move back on to let the phone program you through the rest of the day. It's absolutely awesome. I'm having a ball. I saw a bloody-faced doorman today who had gotten in a fight. I have had occasions with doormen where I would like to punch them. So this guy had gotten in a fight, and he came to the desk, and he came out of the back, and his face is just all bloody. And shouldn't laugh about this, but he was probably in some hot-headed. The doormen are hot-head dick riders. I can imagine that this guy deserved it. This has been Tom Duty, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty and a Google search for my site. Thank you for listening. Have a good day, good evening, or restful night's sleep. Ciao.